Hi, this is Graham Jeacocke. Well, I started to watch an interview that Rob Brydon from the UK had carried out with Kenneth Branagh, the film director, actor, writer. Now, I left a comment in that video on YouTube. So if anyone wants to have a look at it and question it, feel free. Now, but the response I got from someone really testifies to the ignorance of some. Now, this person attacked the conversation I was having with another person. And this person and I didn't agree. But this third person jumped in and said he couldn't believe 5,000 years and we haven't learned a thing about conducting ourselves. But this is the point. People who do not believe in God believe in themselves. That is the delusional part. And people get bogged down by Christians talking to them, right? And saying, this is your life, you're not going through it the right way. And the atheists reply, you're judging us, don't condemn us. But I just like to point out a verse from the Bible that Jesus, well, this isn't the words of Jesus, this is what somebody's saying about Jesus. And he said, for God did not send his Son into the world to condemn the world, but to save the world through him. Now, this has consequences, right? Because the good news, right? You cannot receive good news until you hear bad news. You see, even though he did not condemn it, you still need to change who you are, right? And I want to use an athlete and a coach, right? The coach tells an athlete, you need to change. The coach tells, there's good news for you. You can be a greater athlete than you have ever been before, right? He didn't condemn the athlete, okay? He's letting that athlete know, you can be a greater athlete than you currently are, right? But that's not the end of it. That athlete then has to acknowledge the change. He has to receive the bad news. Because he has to change how he eats, how he carries out workouts. A perfect example is Andy Murray, who plays tennis. Now, when he was growing up as a teenager, he never took any interest in exercise, and he was wheezing on the courts. But someone came to him and gave him good news. But the good news had bad news. He had to change. Now, the very same thing is happening with Jesus and believers. We have to change our lifestyle. That's the bad news. So, I mean, when atheists, the irony of the statement that he said 5,000 years and the two of us hadn't learned a thing how to conduct ourselves. Well, for 5,000, well, not 5,000 years, 3,000 or 4,000 years, atheists in each generation was shown love and compassion, and they didn't even know about it. They turned their eyes away from it. When they saw something good, they rejected it. So I think the statement that guy made is a bit hypocritical, because even he didn't know the true love, because he came condemning us. He didn't do what Jesus did. Ironically, atheists have to learn from Jesus how to behave, because if you're going to say there is no God, all we can do is believe in ourselves, then you cannot condemn other people and leave it like that. You have to give them the bad news, right? And there is no good news for an atheist. That's the point. You can condemn all you want, but without the good news, it's pointless, it's meaningless. Anyway, that's it. Enjoy your day, as usual.